Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I miss you guys so much. It's been a while, but as many of you know, I am in the battlefield, and sometimes when you're in the battlefield against a narcissist, sometimes you got to really clear your mind and make sure you're really on the right track and thinking deeply about your situation and just healing and being healthy, because sometimes narcissists can pull you away and draw you into so much drama and negativity, and that's one of their tactics they use to just to create a lot of chaos. So I am glad to be back and to give you guys talk about a few things in this video, some things that I've dealt with, these last couple of months, and just being in the battlefield with you guys. I hope you all are doing well, guys. I want to thank everybody that's been around for a while supporting this channel, guys, and everybody that's new that decided to join us, you guys. So I'm going to talk about in this video how narcissists basically use excuses to trick you. So an excuse is made to defend or to justify your action or your situation. But the narcissists use excuses to test you. Basically, it's a test. They are always testing you and testing you over and over again, testing you and testing you, trying to figure out how to set you up and pretty much ruin your reputation and to make you look bad. It's just over and over and over again. That's just how they are. If you know that they are narcissists, that's when everything comes out, all that narcissism and them trying to, destroy you. And it's almost like they know that it's time. This is what they need to do to, protect themselves. So they go in, plotting, planning, scheming, waiting. They can actually wait like snakes in the grass, just like this season now. You don't see any snakes out, right? Where are they at? They're probably in the leaves or and hibernating or whatever, but when their season comes out, they are out crawling around, slithering around and biting people or whatever, if you will. So that's kind of how narcissists can be. They can wait around and, but they use tests and, excuses, to figure out your weaknesses and what you're going to fall for. So some of these excuses, just coming from, dynamic situations like parenting. That's something I know something about, what they call co-parenting, but we know that's not really co-parenting. When it's with a narcissist, with a toxic, unstable person, they really are just awful human beings, and they can't parent in a way that's going to help the kids be healthy and grow up and to healthy human beings. They can't do that. So some of these excuses you got to watch out for. Some of them I've dealt with, and some of them can be like, oh, I'm running late to get the kids, my job let me off late, or it's a lot of traffic. And you may have a order that says the time, that you're supposed to exchange the kids, the location, and all of these things. But the narcissist has these excuses like, my job let me off late, or this happened and that happened, and you're like, what is going on? Like, this person's supposed to be here on time, and it always, usually most court orders give you a window, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10, whatever the window is that they give you. And the narcissist is purposely, using an excuse to justify a situation in which they can break an order or do whatever they're doing. So these excuses are usually with a narcissist that they happen all the time. Like, if a narcissist is late, sometimes they are always late. It's not just a one-time thing, like this the first time it ever happened. They're always late, right? They're never on time anyways, and like, it's like, what's going on here? The audacity of them to be late when you're there, you're doing what you're supposed to do, but they can't hold up their end of the stick. Like, what's really going on? It's just it's disgusting because it's like your abuser needs you to do them a favor. And it's like, do they really need me to do them a favor? Or are they testing me or what? They're testing you, and they may have gotten off late, That may be true to an extent, But they're also testing you to see your weaknesses and what they can get away with. And, this can hurt you in the long run if you don't combat them excuses in a way that they can understand that you're not okay with this. Okay, so I'm going to get into that in a minute. So first of all, let me just say that they use a lot of excuses. If you ever been to court against one, and a lot of us have, that's why we're so connecting with each other to get all this information. A lot of us have been to court against a narcissist or going to court against a narcissist, and you'll see that they'll basically chew your head off. They will go so hard on you. And these are the situations that they use, these excuses and these tests. And I'll tell you how this works. So when you get in court, they'll be like, oh, Your Honor, I got laid off, or my job let me off late, and and I gave her what I could in child support, or they want the courts to feel sorry for them. So they basically are playing a victim role, right? So you may not see this set up beforehand because all you are so frustrated with, you may have a job yourself or have things to do, and the narcissist keeps on being late, keeps on justifying their actions, and it's just so frustrating. And there's a proper way to respond to this, to deal with this situation, because you do have a court order, or and it clearly states 15-minute window that gives the narcissist 15 minutes to be late or to get someone to help them, exchange the kids or whatever the case is. So their excuses are, they have a pattern of excuse after excuse after excuse. And it's just like, okay, all these excuses, what is going on? I can't help you. You should not be dependent on me. Out of all people, the person you hurt, you did dirty, the audacity of you to depend on me. Out of all people, depend on the people that your flying monkeys and people that are supporting you, and depend on those people. Why are you putting all this stuff on me? So I'm gonna tell you the plan of the narcissist. So they are planning to always destroy you, but they are planning to make you look like the bad person, look like you don't work with them. They'll say, she never works with me, Judge, Your Honor. She never works with me. I told her, I just don't understand it. They're thinking that you're some mean person when the narcissist has a clear pattern of being late, like you have no life. Like you just wait and 20, 30 minutes, 45 minutes for the narcissist to get there. And then basically they just get there when they get there because they got all these excuses to cover up their tracks, basically. So they'll even say, even, they may have situations going on too, but they'll say, oh, I had a death in the family, or, they want to switch parenting time so the kid can go to the funeral or whatever. And it's just like, no, don't switch parenting time with them. Still sticks to the order so you can make the courts understand that you're just trying to follow what they made. They made this. You didn't make this. You didn't ask for this order to be this way. They made this. So whatever weekend they say that you have, you need to stick to it. And it may seem cold or less empathetic or very sad, and the narcissist comes off as a victim because they got right they had a death in the family, their job let them off late, they couldn't get the kid on time, and you just left. They were 5 minutes, they were there to visit 5 minutes later beyond the window, and you just left. You just seem so cruel, right? So about these excuses, every excuse that the narcissist has puts you at risk. Puts you at risk for breaking the court order, being in contact with them, because they may have you in places or situations like, my car broke down, can you just meet me around the corner, where you're not supposed to meet them at, just all this stuff. It's like you're lowering your guards. And then when a situation goes haywire, and you meet them somewhere or do something nice, and their family members, and their flying monkeys are jumping on you, or coming out of nowhere, then you're like, oh my God, how did I get in this situation? What am I supposed to do? They're fussing with you and just everything goes wrong, this was a test. It was a setup the whole time. Narcissists use every situation that they have to benefit them, so they're going to make it look like it's so tricky. It's so tricky, but they're going to flip a situation around, make it look like either you don't want to work with them or you always work with them. You break the order just like they do. They even tell. It's like tit from tat. They even tell on you and snitch on you and make it look like y'all both are in the same boat. So you got to really stick to your guns with these type of individuals, because they will make you look really, really bad. It's not fun at all. Been to court plenty of times. It's not fun at all. They'll make it look really, really bad. So, the next point I'm going to get into is how you combat all of this chaos, these excuses, and this victim mentality. One of the things that you can do is pretty much just, explain to them or ask them nicely, to do the right thing. You could say something like, I really, really want us to follow these court orders. We both are supposed to be doing it. And, you can combat the excuses with, I understand, your dilemma. I understand you had a death in your family. I understand your job let you off late. I understand you're stuck in traffic. I get it. However, you have to find some help on your end, because just offer a solution, find some help or something, look back over your orders or whatever you had with the narcissist. And it may say that he or she can get somebody else to drop your kid off, as long as they're, have a driver's license, an adult, something like that. Just offer that. Like you can get somebody else to, do the drop off for you, or, whatever, but you don't have to be rude or mean, because guess what? They're going to show courts your text messages and stuff. They're such crybabies, just big babies. They love switching stuff around. They love people feeling sorry for them. They love it. They love that, because people get blinded by feeling sorry for them and not really seeing the true monsters that they really are. People can get blind by that stuff, that pity, that victim mentality. They can get really blind by it. So like I said, you always act like, you can be empathetic, even though these individuals are, they don't deserve it. They've done some awful, awful things. I've heard so many stories, my story included, and it just, they don't even deserve that type of pity. But you just got to think that when you're in a legal arena, they look at you and the narcissist as like equal. They're not looking at the narcissist as below you and you're above them or anything like that. They try to look at y'all, give y'all both the benefit of the doubt or whatever, even though the narcissist is an abuser, has a criminal record. You may not have no record, or you may not have, you're not an abuser. They just still try to treat y'all as equal, as the same. So you just got to show that, you are being kind, and it's hard to do that, be kind to somebody who doesn't deserve that, because all the awful things that they did and just healing, it takes years of practice. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. But if you have somebody help you with the communication or even text, it's hard to do, to bite your tongue. And, because you don't care if their, job has them late or they're stuck in traffic. I mean, why should you care? They made an order trying to take your kids away from you, and now all of a sudden they can't do this and they can't do that, and they're kind of interfering with your free time and what you have to do. And, so you can just make it seem like you are, understanding, like, oh, I understand, your job let you off late, but I noticed that, it does happen very often, and you need to talk to your supervisors or, get some help. Please get some help. And let's just stick together and work together and, make sure we're following this order. They are really going to burn up inside, be so furious with you, because they didn't get away with what they want to. They want you to say, oh, okay, I understand, they want you to, buy into their excuses and to, do what they want you to do. And they may need you, actually. They may actually need your help too. Sometimes that happens that way. Don't help them. Don't help them. Make them, because they end up stabbing you in the back. Actually, they'll stab you in the front, basically, So just offer a solution to them. That really is something that has helped me, and I know it'll help you guys in the battlefield and legal settings. You don't have to be rude or sarcastic. Your communication has to be a certain way, because in legal settings they make it seem like they're used to people hating each other and doing mean things or being petty. So a petty person would have said, if you were not healing right and you were just, running off emotions, you could have said something like, "You're always running late. I'm tired of this. I'm not going to wait on you and I'm leaving." You don't have to, that wouldn't be in your best interest to respond like that, because it's going to make you look bad at the end of the day. Responding the other way will actually make you look better, will actually show that you are working with this individual in the court's eyes. Their view is different. They claim they are all about the kids, and they try to force parents to work together because they have the power to do so. So you can surprise a judge and say, "Yeah, I even said, in this text right here, I understand your issues, and I offer their solution to have him talk to his supervisor." And that would sound a lot better than just being really mean. And you just have to just be careful how you talk to them, because people are always going to see them as the victim, and they may seem that you're too stern or too mean. So just lighten it up a little bit, because you don't want to fall into the narcissist traps. So another thing, always keep the communication with them documented, so they can't really flip the script like they want to. That's another thing that aggravates them. It really pisses a narcissist off when they can't flip the script the totally way they want to. Now, I had to flip script on me, like, just because I was weak and I didn't understand narcissism back in the day, and I had him flip the script, like really flip, and it was just like, wow, it's just unbelievable just seeing the things that they say, the way they say it. They say it because there's room to lie, there's room to turn things around. You don't leave any room for a narcissist to turn anything around on you. No room, no games. Don't leave any room for them to twist stuff around the way they completely want to. They'll have to twist it around. They'll have to work harder, If they're going to try to get you, they make them work hard. Don't let it be easy. They do, a lot of them do like easy prey. So make it really, really hard where they have to back off for a while and go and hide it. When a narcissist is leaving you alone for a while, several months or a year, you are doing something right. Trust me. When you don't hear much from them because they're not getting supply from you. They can't trap you the way they want to. They just, they're going in hibernation like snakes. They got to back off some because they can't get you the way they want to. And once they get you and they contact you, you keep on getting chaos and back and forth from it. It's because they know they're getting to you. They're trying to just take you out. They're trying to take you out. But when they leave you alone for a while, and I've been left alone about a year, haven't been to court in a few years now, so it's pretty good, but not really good, like perfect, So, if you're doing the right thing, they'll back off for a while. They'll back off. So, like I said, just make it clear that you're saying no to them. Make it clear, that you're saying no. And they may try to trap you with another excuse, like, I thought you would be more understanding, and try to, really love bomb you a little bit, even though they've done so many awful things to you through the divorce or the custody hearings. They may try to love bomb you a little bit. They just want to weaken you, weaken your power, because they do know that the stronger you get, the weaker they are. They know, they sense it. They don't want you to be strong. They want you to be weak. So they can basically just take you out like a video game. They just go ahead and just get to the next level. Boom, knock it out and destroy you. So don't ever make anything easy for these individuals. Be stern and don't be rude or nasty. Gray rock is true. That's why they talk about gray rock. There's lots of videos about that. And just keep in mind that other people hate, in the legal system, especially when you don't show any sympathy. Even though narcissists don't deserve any sympathy, they are so disgusting individuals. They've done so many things that they gotten away with, and you're like, I have to show this person sympathy. But just think of like being an actor playing a role, but not, we know you're not a narcissist, but you got to play a role, just so the courts can not think that you're this crazy bad person. And that's honestly the opposite of that's kind of like similar what the narcissist is doing. That's the same thing what the narcissist is doing, but they actually are bad people. They actually are lying, cheating, spinning stuff around. They actually have to do a lot to, cover their tracks, try to set you up. That's a lot of work. It's like this big, complicated project, and they have to put it together and make you look bad and themselves look good. So there's room for mistakes with them. So if they back off, they don't want to take on the task. They don't want any problems. If they back off, then you don't hear much from them. They know it's too much work to set you up. So that is a good sign. That's something I wanted to tell you guys about. Just keep in mind that a judge or a legal professional will get mad at you or angry at you or snap at you. They'll think you're cruel, if you're being rude to the narcissist for their victim role, their excuses. So just, handle their excuses, communicate with them like, yeah, I completely understand. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry your job let you go. But, we do have a court order we have to follow. And I just really would like to follow it and, just make it clear that you're saying no, or you're being stern and you're not okay with whatever they're coming at you with. So keep that in mind. And, again, I know this is hard for a lot of you all, and definitely me too. But, I'm just so thankful. Just thank God that my journey is ending soon with the narcissist in a legal way. So we'll talk about that in another video, guys. But I hope you all are doing well. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in and supporting this channel. And if this channel is being helpful to you guys, please subscribe and comment and just like these videos, guys. So I will talk to you guys soon.